You're about to be shocked by what I'm going to tell you, and if you found this video, it's no coincidence. You were guided here because something massive is about to change in your life. As a chosen one, your journey has always been different, filled with synchronicities and twists that don't make sense to most people. This message is your confirmation that you're on the brink of a profound shift, one that could transform the very fabric of your reality. Before we get into the details, do me a favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment with 77 to send a strong signal to the universe. Watch this on repeat if you truly want to soak in the energy. If you're genuinely one of the chosen, you'll stay till the end. If not, you'll likely click away. Chapter 1. The Rumble Before the Wave. Every major shift in your life begins with a subtle rumble. You feel a quiet sense of anticipation in your gut, as if something monumental is just around the corner. For chosen ones, this rumble tends to show up more vividly. You might notice a series of uncanny coincidences, a song lyric that resonates in an eerie way, a random conversation that lights up your imagination, or a recurring dream that won't leave you alone. While others might brush these off, you sense these signs are pointing to a bigger truth. The universe is orchestrating circumstances for an epic upgrade in your life. In everyday life, you might feel slightly detached from the usual hustle. Tasks that once felt urgent might lose their intensity. You realize you're being pulled in a new direction, though you can't fully articulate why. It's almost like standing at the edge of a cliff, aware that your life is about to leap into unknown territory. Yet there's also an underlying excitement, a sense of wonder that something grand is at play. This rumble can wake you up at night, filling your mind with ideas or flooding your heart with a surge of expectancy. It's not anxiety, it's your spirit stirring, preparing you for the wave of change coming your way. Often this phase tests your patience. Friends or family might not see what you see. They could find your heightened awareness puzzling or even concerning. Don't let their doubts shake you. Chosen ones are meant to experience the world through a more vibrant, intuitive lens. That's how you pick up the universal signals that others miss. Trust your gut feelings, even if you can't explain them logically right now. The rumble before the wave is like a gentle knock on your consciousness, telling you to pay attention. Sometimes you might worry about how these changes will fit into your current obligations. It's natural to cling to what's familiar when the unknown looms large. Just remember that this rumble isn't a distraction, it's an invitation. The universe is offering a new chapter, one that could bring deeper fulfillment, love, prosperity, or purpose. Each time you feel an internal nudge, be it to reach out to someone, to start a project, or to reevaluate your routine, take it seriously. These nudges are part of the grand tapestry weaving around you. Think of this rumble as a spiritual countdown. You're aligning with a future version of yourself who's already thriving in this next phase. Your excitement, your hope, and your curiosity are all signals that you're ready. Stay open, stay tuned, and don't dismiss the small clues appearing in your daily life. They're stepping stones leading to a massive incoming wave of positive upheaval. As you move forward, keep reminding yourself that everything happening now is setting the stage for that pivotal moment when your life flips into a new orbit altogether. Chapter 2. Surviving the Storm of Doubt. Whenever a huge shift looms, doubt inevitably sneaks in. Even the most intuitive chosen ones can find themselves questioning, is this real or am I just imagining it? You might catch yourself overthinking, what if I'm not ready? Or what if I mess this up again? Doubt is like a sudden storm that sweeps over your mental landscape, distorting your perception and casting shadows on your brightest hopes. Yet recognize doubt for what it is, a natural response to stepping out of your comfort zone. In your daily life, doubt can manifest as procrastination or a sudden drop in motivation. Tasks you need to handle might feel heavier than usual. Social media could become a rabbit hole of comparison makes you wonder if you're truly capable of handling a big blessing. You might shy away from speaking about your dreams, fearing that people will roll their eyes or, worse yet, confirm your insecurities. But let's be clear, you're not obligated to share your vision with everyone. Sometimes it's best to safeguard your dreams until they take stronger root in your heart. What sets chosen ones apart is how they handle these storms of doubt. Instead of letting fear shut them down, they turn inward for answers. You too can use meditation, journaling, or quiet moments of reflection to sift through the mental noise. You'll find that underneath the layers of worry, there's a deeper knowing, a calm voice that whispers reassurance. Call it your intuition, higher self, or divine guidance. It's that part of you that has always known you're destined for greatness, even when the external world doesn't reflect it yet. Look back at your past challenges and notice how many times you overcame obstacles that once seemed insurmountable. Doubt tries to make you forget these victories, but memory is a powerful tool. By recalling how far you've come, you weaken doubt's grip. That's why it's helpful to keep track of small wins or moments of synchronicity. Each time you see evidence that you're supported by something larger than yourself, doubt's thunder quiets a bit more. You can also consciously shift your perspective when doubt strikes. Instead of asking, "What if I fail?" say, "What if this works better than I ever imagined?" Reframe your inner dialogue from fear-based questions to curiosity and possibility. This mental pivot is more than just positive thinking. It's an energetic choice. You decide not to feed the fear, but to fuel the faith that something big is about to break wide open in your life. Overcoming doubt doesn't mean you'll never feel uncertain. It means you learn to dance with uncertainty without letting it paralyze you. You begin to see doubt as a sign that you're on the verge of expansion rather than an omen that you're on the wrong path. The sheer existence of doubt can confirm that you're challenging your own limits, and that's precisely where breakthroughs happen. So when the storm clouds roll in, stand firm. You've weathered storms before, and this is just another test to see if you truly believe you're ready for the massive incoming wave of change. Prove that you are by pressing forward, one confident step at a time. Chapter 3. The Power of Divine Timing. Big changes rarely happen on your preferred schedule. You may have been envisioning a life upgrade for years, only to see minimal progress, or so it seems. Suddenly, everything shifts in a single day. It feels almost magical, like a puzzle piece finally clicking into place. That's divine timing. As a chosen one, you might sense that your life is intricately choreographed by forces beyond mere coincidence. The universe, God, or source, whatever resonates with you, lines up events, people, and opportunities in a way that transcends logic. In everyday life, this can manifest in the most unexpected ways. Maybe you bump into a colleague at a coffee shop who casually mentions a job opening that's perfect for you. Or you randomly decide to attend a friend's party and end up meeting someone who becomes pivotal to your next chapter. These events might seem small at first, but they hold enormous potential. They're cosmic winks, signaling that your current timeline is aligning with a grander design. However, divine timing doesn't mean you get to sit back and let the universe do all the work. Instead, it's a partnership. You show up for your part and remain open to signs and intuition. That means honing your skills, nurturing a positive mindset, and staying receptive to sudden inspirations. This synergy between effort and surrender creates fertile ground for miracles. You do what you can, and the universe handles what you can't, like orchestrating that chance encounter or that last-minute opportunity. Patience is a virtue when it comes to divine timing. You may have to endure periods of stagnation or slow progress, which can be incredibly frustrating, but realize that while you're waiting, you're also maturing, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. Picture it as the universe preparing all the intricate details in the background, like a master craftsman. It can't rush the process without compromising the final masterpiece. The day you finally see the grand reveal, you'll understand why things took so long. Doubt and impatience often show up together, questioning the idea that something huge is coming. Your logical mind wants instant proof, but your spiritual self nudges you to trust the flow. Chosen ones often have an innocence that they are meant for more, yet this sense can clash with external circumstances, creating tension. Instead of letting it devolve into frustration, channel it into faith. Affirm to yourself, if it hasn't happened yet, it's not the right time. When it is, nothing can stop it. Eventually, you'll experience that moment of grace when everything you've worked toward and hoped for unfolds seamlessly. It might catch you off guard in the middle of an ordinary day and fill you with awe. That's divine timing at its finest, unpredictable yet perfect. And in that moment, all the waiting, all the confusion, and all the moments of doubt will make sense. You'll realize each delay was purposeful, each setback was a setup for a comeback. Embrace divine timing because it ensures that when your massive incoming blessing arrives, you'll be ready to receive it in all its glory. Chapter 4. Aligning your energy for massive change. When something huge is about to shift in your life, your energy plays a critical role in how smoothly that transformation occurs. As a chosen one, you might naturally have heightened intuition or empathy, making you more sensitive to energy shifts. This can be both a blessing and a challenge. On one hand, you feel universal nudges more keenly. On the other, you can easily absorb negativity from your environment, which can muddle your progress. Learning to align your energy helps ensure you stay on the fast track to your next big breakthrough. In practical terms, aligning your energy often involves decluttering your life, be it physical spaces, emotional baggage, or even digital noise. Perhaps you've noticed that every time you try to tackle a fresh endeavor, your energy gets sapped by old dramas or messy surroundings. This isn't a coincidence. Clutter and unresolved issues act like anchors, keeping you tethered to lower vibrational states. By systematically clearing them out, you create an energetic vacuum that invites new opportunities to flow in. Your daily habits also shape your energetic field. Everything from the food you eat to the news you consume can either uplift or drain you. Pay attention to how you feel after scrolling through social media for an hour. Notice whether a particular type of music leaves you feeling hopeful or anxious. Even small adjustments, like choosing a more calming playlist, setting boundaries on social media, or incorporating short meditation breaks, can drastically shift your internal climate. Over time, these micro changes accumulate into a transformative shift in how you feel and act. Another cornerstone of energy alignment is your emotional tone. Emotions are like fuel for your spiritual engine. High-frequency emotions, love, gratitude, joy, propel you toward your goals more effectively than you might imagine. That doesn't mean you ignore negative emotions. Rather, you learn from them without letting them define your overall outlook. A moment of anger or sadness can be a teacher, pointing you to areas that still need healing. The key is to process them rather than wallow. Chosen ones understand that riding the emotional wave is part of the journey. They don't get stuck in the undertow. Mindfulness techniques or spiritual practices can greatly enhance your energetic alignment. Maybe you incorporate breath work, visualization, or daily affirmations to ground yourself. When you do so consistently, you start noticing synchronicities and opportunities popping up at a quicker pace. It's as if the universe sees you taking your growth seriously and responds by accelerating the delivery of your blessings. You become a magnet for the right people, circumstances, and ideas that support your next big leap. When your energy is aligned, you'll feel a sense of flow even in mundane tasks. You stop second-guessing every decision. You trust the signals you receive, like that urge to call someone or that inspiration to try something new. This trust amplifies your magnetism. People may remark on how lucky you are, unaware that luck is simply a byproduct of deliberate alignment. So if you sense a massive incoming wave of change, focus on preparing your energy field. The better aligned you are, the more graceful and expansive your transition will be when that monumental shift finally arrives. Chapter 5. Leaping out of your comfort zone. A massive incoming change rarely unfolds in a tidy, predictable manner. Often it asks you to leave behind what's familiar, pushing you into uncharted territory. Even for chosen ones, this can be daunting. You might have grown comfortable, even in less than ideal circumstances, simply because you know the routine. But here's the thing. Real growth happens outside that bubble of familiarity. If you feel the universe nudging you, it's because there's something extraordinary waiting on the other side of your hesitation. Stepping beyond your comfort zone could mean taking a risk in your career, like finally applying for that dream position or launching your own business. It could involve personal decisions, like moving to a new city, embracing a different lifestyle, or cutting ties with toxic relationships. The specifics vary, but the underlying theme is the same. You're being called to trust your inner compass more than the security of the known. Of course, this leap can trigger a flood of fear. What if you fail? What if you succeed and it changes your life in ways you can't handle? The mind loves to conjure worst-case scenarios, hoping to keep you safe. But safety and stagnation often share the same address. While it's vital to be thoughtful, overthinking can paralyze you. A chosen one understands that fear is part of the deal when you're on the brink of something huge. The more significant the breakthrough, the louder the inner alarm bells might ring. In practical life, you can mitigate this fear by preparing as much as possible. Educate yourself, seek advice from mentors, and map out a plan. That said, no amount of preparation fully erases the need to jump. Some steps can only be taken by leaping. You might feel a jolt of exhilaration when you finally do. It's like a roller coaster ride. You can watch videos, read reviews, and hear others talk about it. But until you strap in and take that plunge, you won't fully grasp the rush or the sense of liberation that follows. Support is invaluable here. People who believe in your vision can act as anchors when you feel unsteady. Share your fears with them. They'll likely remind you of your strengths and how far you've already come. Surrounding yourself with positive, forward-thinking individuals makes all the difference. They'll cheer you on, offer resources, and help you navigate the bumps along the way. In contrast, voices that fuel your self-doubt are better left at a distance, at least until you're firmly grounded in your new environment. Once you take the leap, momentum builds. A fresh wave of motivation sweeps in, and new doors begin to open. You might find yourself tapping into creativity you never knew you possessed, forging alliances with people who share your passion, or stumbling upon resources you thought were out of reach. The universe loves speed. Once you signal your commitment through action, it responds by accelerating opportunities. And as you adapt to this new space, you'll realize the huge shift you've been sensing isn't just external. It's an internal metamorphosis where your self-concept evolves, making room for a grander future. Embrace the leap because that's how you meet destiny head-on. Chapter 6. Sustaining the momentum. After taking a bold leap into the unknown and experiencing an initial surge of success, the real work begins, maintaining that momentum. It's one thing to catch a wave of transformation, it's another to ride it steadily without sliding back into old habits. Many chosen ones enjoy their first breakthrough only to revert to familiar patterns, halting their progress. What sets you apart is your commitment to press forward, even after the novelty fades and challenges arise. Consistent self-reflection is crucial. One triumphant move or burst of inspiration won't fuel you forever. Schedule time to assess what's working and what isn't. Perhaps you've adopted a new strategy that boosts productivity, but certain relationships feel draining. Instead of ignoring these signals, address them. Ongoing fine-tuning ensures each part of your life supports your recent transformation. Discipline also becomes a dependable ally. Whether it's maintaining a morning routine, hitting fitness targets, or carving out regular creative sessions, structure keeps you from drifting into complacency. Discipline doesn't suffocate freedom. It anchors your vision, giving your inspiration a solid foundation. External distractions can quickly derail your progress if left unchecked. Endless social media scrolling, relentless news cycles, or friends encouraging you to take it easy can nudge you off course. Yes, rest matters, but guard against letting easy become idle. A more strategic approach is to plan intentional downtime, like a weekly digital detox or a dedicated break for fun, so you can recharge without abandoning your goals. Spiritual or emotional maintenance is equally vital. As you reach new levels, old insecurities may resurface in subtle ways. This isn't a sign you're failing. It's a test to see if you've truly integrated your lessons. Stay alert. Use meditation, journaling, or therapy to clear the mental clutter. Each test you pass stabilizes your new reality further along the journey. Celebrating small victories is powerful. When you're striving for a grand vision, you may forget how far you've come. Taking time to acknowledge each milestone, no matter how minor, keeps you motivated and affirms that you're on the right path. Ultimately, sustaining momentum doesn't mean dodging every setback. Expect dips in motivation and unexpected hurdles. Resilience is key. Stand up, recalibrate, and continue forward. In these moments, you reveal the essence of a chosen one, viewing obstacles not as dead ends, but as catalysts for finding your path. Each challenge conquered affirms you are equipped to handle the ever-unfolding blessings that await. Chapter 7. Entering your next reality. After the wave of massive change settles, you stand in a reality you once dreamed of, but never fully believed possible. This shift isn't just external, new career paths or living conditions. It's an internal paradigm change. You perceive life from a higher vantage point, spotting opportunities and connections you previously missed. Although this new reality feels extraordinary, it also carries a sense of familiarity, like coming home to a place your soul has always known. In daily life, you'll sense deeper purpose and alignment. Tasks that once bored you may now glow with meaning. Challenges spark calm confidence instead of anxiety. People around you pick up on your quiet assurance, proof that you've stepped into your destiny, not through arrogance, but through an authentic inner glow. Yet entering this reality isn't a final destination. It's more like a door swinging open to fresh layers of insight and contribution. You might unearth new talents, healing, teaching, or leading. Your intuition could sharpen, delivering flashes of guidance that steer you toward even greater possibilities. As your openness grows, the universe expands your horizons in response. With this expansion comes responsibility. Others may look to you for wisdom, often finding encouragement in your journey. Offer help, but remember, you remain a student yourself. Being a chosen one doesn't imply knowing everything. It means staying faithful to the path ahead, however it unfolds. Reflect on how you arrived here, the inner nudges you followed, the doubts you weathered, the divine timing you honored, the leaps you dared to take, and the discipline that kept you going. Each stage shaped you into a vessel worthy of bigger blessings. Now that you're here, savor the view, but stay aware of the next peak. Your spiritual journey advances on a higher octave, not a finale. Gratitude grounds you in this elevated state. Begin each morning by offering thanks for the incoming blessings, for past struggles that built your strength, and for opportunities to serve a greater good. Gratitude keeps you aligned with abundance and reminds you that every milestone is part of a larger cosmic tapestry. Your chapter in this grand story is still unfolding. As you dwell in this new reality, celebrate how far you've come and stay open to the infinite wonder ahead. Each chosen one's journey continues, layer by layer, as the universe calls you to share your brilliance with the world.